It's the floating pumpkin. It's the floating pumpkin, folks. How are you? How are you? Good to see everybody. It is Yo Ange, and let me make sure I get this on subscriber mode. Woo! I'm a poop head today. I'm wearing a costume, not my costume, a costume. Make sure I got this turned on, and then we're gonna do this on automatic. And there we are, set. Poop Girl is back. I know, I feel like a superhero. Poop Girl, hey, Robert West, boo! Look at that cute little emoji. I would love to dress up as Grogu. Now you're making me think about that. Hi, Walt Money. Hassan, so good to see you. Welcome in, folks. What are we doing today? Today, we are going to talk about costume Halloween. It is Halloween week. Ooh, spooky. Hi, Tanya. It is Terrific Tuesday. We're going to see how long I'm going to actually wear this poop hat. I don't know. It's very warm. It's actually perfect. Hi, Kyle. Hey there. Oh my God. I got like hair all in my face. Yo, Joseph Q. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Yo, it's Halloween week. And hi, Manolo. Wow, love the poop. You like the poop? I'm a poop head. Don't be a shithead. Don't be a poop head. Remember? Joe, we have actually walked around the city with this on. Like, honestly. Be like, do, 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 do. And people will be like, that's hilarious. We'll have to do it this week or something. I think it's funny as hell. Hi, Penny Low Key, Yo Edge. I look forward to listening to you while I'm at work. I am so happy to hear that. I hope you're having a good Tuesday morning. We actually have water brewing because we're going to make a pumpkin spice latte. Shh. Everybody. I'm going to be using freeze-dried coffee. Shh, I don't want to hear it. Honestly, well, that's like me for my age. I wear a kitty cat hat. My friend makes them for me. I love that. Yeah, you know what they call those? I could say something, but we're just going to call it a kitty cat hat. But, you know, when they did some March, they called them something else. Just saying. Just say. We're not going to say what. Good morning, Dee. How are you? Let me get it up and running here on my computer here. Oh, look, I got to watch myself an ad. Hi, J-Ro. It's a K-pop culture thing. I love it. I have a kitty cat hat. What are you talking about? I got a kitty cat hat, guys, for sure. We could skip it because I don't need to see it constantly. But I got pictures to share. And now I don't know where it is. I wanted to share some photos of Joe and I in costume from the years past because we have worn costumes. We have been very big into costume. Lori Malore. Yes, good morning to you, hon. I'm so glad I got your message. Just wanted to say hello and a big thank you to Ange and Treaton. You are so very welcome. Are you guys going to hand out candy? No. We live in an apartment building and who's coming in the apartment? Ronnie, see how you doing? Nobody really goes door to door in our apartment to trick or treat. Wait, I hear like my phone going, but it can't be my phone. I don't know. Maybe it is my phone. I don't know. I didn't see nothing come up here. Maybe it was the TV. And the reason why I can do the podcast here in the apartment today, because they are no longer banging and grinding and digging and everything outside the damn window. I really need to wash those windows because that's a whole thing. It's a whole goddamn thing. I can't. But should we go get the coffee prepped and ready to go? I think we should. Yo, I got the horn. Look, I'm trying to be prepared today. I have the horn. A big thank you for your support for you two. You're going to Dad's. Okay. And guys, send out some love to Lori Malore. She's just going through, family stuff. We have family that as we age, they pass. And as you guys know, about this time last year, Joe and he was going through it with his mom and stuff. But we're all here for you, Lori. Biggest hugs, honey. Swear, just remember, if you want to come in and chat or whatever, it's up to you. Take your time. Din, how are you? Hi, Squigs. Sean, hello, Yo Ange, and all in chat. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. You too, Sean. But if you're on the first floor, you can. If you live on the third floor, you can't. Yeah, I'm like way higher up, honey. They're not walking in here. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm good with it. That means I don't have to buy the candy and be tempted. Because let's all be for real. When you have to pass out the candy and it's a whole bowl full, and you buy so much, he's writing his own son's obituary and he wants to run it by me. Absolutely, Lori. I applaud you for that. Yes. It's a difficult thing. When you have to go buy the Halloween candy, you don't, let's just get this straight. Halloween candy has gone up. No problem, Lori. Halloween candy has gone up. Wow, one bag of candy costs just as much as one hamburger meal. US. So it's freaking ridiculous. And I can't even get this started. I can't even talk to you about it like from here in New York. Like a bag of candy here, of course, is going to be outrageous. But I don't know how these people, because if you remember back in the day, I love that when we all say that, back in the day. I sound like I'm a 90 million years old. Not 1 million, 90 million. But when we were younger, I remember we could bring candy, and my mom would always bitch about how much candy, because at that moment in time, there were 5 of us kids in the family, and then, you had to bring something for Halloween. And, okay, so you'd bring it for Halloween to pass out to the whole damn class, right? And that was like a mini trick-or-treating thing, okay? And it just seemed like, I don't know, we always ended up with Smarties because there were 5 kids in our family and we were dirt freaking poor. And so we ended up passing out the Smarties. No, we were not the favorite people. Penny M, welcome to the Yo Club, honey. Thank you so much, Penny M, for becoming a member of the Yo Club. Make sure you get into the Discord and everything. I love that my little thing works. I want Halloween music. Let's find Halloween music because this jazzy boo 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 is not working for me. You know what I mean? Search. Let's look up Halloween. I hate when I have to Halloween music. I want Halloween music. But of course it's not. It's coming up Halloween movies. I'm gonna go over to the WWEEN. Oh my God, can we please get Halloween music? I swear to God. Why do they make this so hard? Music. Thank God. Halloween music for kids? Top results. Halloween Forest. Full nature sounds. What the hell? I don't know what that means. Free to me. I just want Halloween music. Is that on Spotify? What is it on? Do I have to go to... Wait, how did I get out the Monster Mash? I know, right? I gotta go back. I gotta go back again because you know what? They took me out of freaking YouTube. And like YouTube, you can find like really long playlists. Okay, so we need to skip this. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Technical difficulties. I gotta go back here. Then we want to go here. Okay, now I'm back into it. Okay. Hello. Like sometimes when you have to type on your freaking TV. Yeah, I know. I somehow probably could connect it to my laptop. But do you think I would do that? No. No, I won't do it because it's just too much. Halloween music. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, let's see what they come up with. Oh. I don't want that kind of music. Ambience. Ambience. That's better. That's better. Oh, that's spooky. Look at this. Come on. I want to go back here. Look. Look at how spooky that is. Woo! We're so spooky. Kind of funny. Anyway, okay, so back here. Back here, guys. Okay, what was I saying? Hey, Carl, Norma. How are you? Cute. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. So anyway, what was I talking about? See, now I forgot. Oh, yeah. How much candy cost? We went over to the Borgata this past weekend, right? And as like, you know, one of the gifts they give to their players and stuff. I never thought about dollar stores. You're right. But they were handing out like these big, like multi kind of candy bags. Like it's like the pick a mix kind of candy. So they had like Hershey bars, Reese's peanut butter cup, like all the mix. It was a mix of candy, but it was like this big. It was like the big friggin' bag. I went up there. I'm like, I might as well get it. You know, give it to Josh or we'll hand it out to somebody. I don't know. I was just like, we might as well get it. It's a gift, right? It's a freebie. We got to get it. So I get it. I go up there to go get it. And then they go, would you like the candy or would you like the free play? And I'm like, free play? I'll take the free play because I can't eat the candy. And there's no reason for us to have this whole bag of candy that's just tempting our ass, right? So I took the free play. They gave me $30. So then I thought, are you trying to tell me that this is worth $30? Because they usually give you like the value price of what it is. And I thought if this freaking bag of candy is worth $30, I will be freaking stunned because I can't even believe that. $30 freaking dollars. How can we pass that out? It's like so damn expensive. I mean, for real, it's crazy how much they are charging for that stuff. So I just had to be like, oh my God, stop. Love it. Struggling today. We stayed up to watch the Dodgers game. Oh my God. Yo, I used to watch shit like that and I gave it up. I gave it up because I was getting too invested in the damn Cleveland Indians and I had to stop the insanity. All right, we're going to go make the pumpkin spice latte. Let's go do it. That's actually quite cute. That little thing over there is actually honestly super cute. Josh has been working on a project over here, but like I said, we are making, boop, what to bring you up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Boop, I don't know. Why does this look so big? I don't know. All right, this is what I'm using. All right, everybody read me for filth. I got this at Aldi's. Or, no, Lila? I don't remember. It's one of them. Okay? I think it was. You're getting too invested into your things. I freaking love it. Okay, so we're gonna... It says you only need a cup. Like a spoon, a cup. A fucking cup. Yeah, if I... Look at the crystals. Ooh. Can you see them? Do they look good? They look okay? Look okay. It's so funny. You know what I should have done? Oh, wait. I gotta do it a different way. We gotta pour it back in. Okay. Because I forgot. We're gonna use some Toroni sugar-free vanilla syrup. You're stream shopping? What? Got some sugar-free vanilla syrup. Some pumpkin spice. Stream stopping and coming back. Is it? Hey, Kosinski. It shouldn't be stopping. Might be your end. I know that YouTube was having issues. I had it when I was trying to watch the replay on somebody else's stream. It is very warm. It's going out and coming back in. Do you want me to refresh? Hang on. All right. Got some heavy cream. The stream is fine. All right. I don't know. I'm in my house on my Wi-Fi. It's fine. There should be no problem with it. It was okay on your end? Well, it should be still good. We'll have to see. I need the zipper-de-dipper. Stream's perfect. Okay. All right. We're using this one. I love this mug. This was a gift from Adriana Lila. But you know, one of the great things about it, It's freaking monstrous. Oh, this is whipping perfectly. Oh, I gotta stop it because it's gonna get... Rinse off the whisker with hot boiling water. Hang on. I almost just poured this in. We need to add the crystals back. Okay. Now we have to mix. I find instant coffee. I don't know why I found this again. I don't know what the deal is or why. We're going to try this. This is like eating with a beard or a mustache. Oh my God. That's fabulous. It's fabulous. I almost was going to put a little bit more cinnamon on it. But you know what? It's perfection right now. So there is no reason to do that. You love my cup, Bonnie? Make it maybe 4 times the charm. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to order some food later. It just depends. You know, it's going to kind of depend on what we do. But okay, now we're back. I could possibly turn on a light. That might be nice. All right, let me go do that. I swear to God, I'm like a... I am too short for this shit. Josh put all the light switches incredibly high. So I can't take this off. This is too much. Like, I'm getting hot. We don't need me sweaty. Oh my God. My hair. Okay, now I have this. You know what that's from? That's from my thing. I can't. I swear to God. Lesson learned, don't wear it. You need to use your spray for your hair. I swear to you. This is how you know that my channel legit keeps it fucking real. I can't even. I can't. Are we all laughing at this? Wait, where's it? Are we all laughing? I'm laughing. Yo, oh my God. Come on, bitch, get off. Oh. What the hell? Yo, now I just took my makeup off. I can't tell. Is it off? Is it off? He moves all the light switches. No, he like legit. He puts them. All the light switches are legit so fucking high. Look at now. I'm just like wiping off. Oh my God. I am live in the real deal, and I probably still have it. You're good. Okay, I can't fucking tell anymore. It's real. Do I spray my head? Yeah, I've been doing that so that I don't have to, you know, do my hair all the time. I'm currently in the conundrum of like, do I let my hair go? Do I not let it go? I'm not there yet. I know lots of people who have beautiful, beautiful, like silver gray hair. It's not me yet. I think I'd have to like, you know, it's the same thing as filling in your eyebrows or putting on mascara, people. Same thing. We're just gonna drink some more of this pumpkin spice and we're gonna enjoy the damn thing and we're gonna go with it, okay? Okay, so big things are happening this week in New York. We have a lot of events that are gonna be going on. Which way do I point this? This way. A lot of events, okay. One event coming up this Thursday is the Pumpkin Flotilla. Now, I think you guys might have seen me do this one time, or I put up a video. I don't even remember. It's been, you will dye your whole head silver to look good. I know, I'm going to have to dye my whole, and that's like a lot because that involves like peroxide and yeah, I would have to let it grow out and then it would have to get dyed or I don't know. It's a lot of money. And here in New York, I don't know. I would have to fly it would probably be cheaper for me to fly somewhere, get my hair done and fly back than to actually have it done in New York. Legit. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Hi, Angela. Let my hair go gray because I couldn't be bothered dyeing it anymore at 36. Laura, but your picture shows very dark hair. I don't know what you want me to think. What do you want me to think about that? That's the thing. If it could look beautiful, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, this is totally scripted. Me with my hair. You can't. When people say shit like that, it's so fucking funny. Like I have time to keep up a script. But so yeah, we have the pumpkin flotilla on Thursday. That's Thursday night. That happens up at the Harlem Mirror. This is where people carve all their little pumpkins. Now, do I think it's like a huge, massive event? No. It's an old picture. It's cute though. Is it a fun little event? Yes. It's a very kind of neighborhoody thing. But they do it. They put them out there and they float them all over the lake, the little mirror. They call it a mirror, but it's like a lake. A little pond, actually, because I think it's more like a pond than a lake. But they float them, they put them on these big, huge boards, and then they float them out there. And everybody can watch them while people in it, I think it's in kayaks, drag them around, okay? These are carved pumpkins. So anybody can, do it. I'm looking forward to your Thanksgiving Day YouTube stream this year. Oh yeah, we'll be doing that too. Okay, so that's happening. Of course, we have the massive Halloween parade that happens down in Greenwich. It starts at 7 p.m. and it goes from Canal Street all the way up to, I want to say it's like 12th or 13th Street, something like that. I can't remember. But it's a huge parade. And it's a free parade for anybody to join, which means it's massive. It's massive. It is just about as long as the St. Patrick's Day parade. And if you guys remember how long the St. Patrick's Day parade goes on, it goes on forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I don't think it goes up past 14th. In fact, let me double check because I kind of want to know. NYC Halloween parade. This is how I look up shit all the time. Now, here's the crazy thing I was cracking up about. Okay. They were trying to tell me, and so I went on there just to double check all their stuff. Parade route. The Village Halloween is to 15th Street. It does go up to that. 15th Street. What were you saying? Keep Joe updated on the date of Halloween. Oh my God. He was like, I'm so excited for Halloween. I'm so excited for Halloween. I'm like, dude, we're not going trick-or-treating. I don't know. You're going to have to work. That's what I wanted to tell him. Like, you got to work, dude. It's not like a freebie day. Like, you're going to have to work and you're going to work along. It's a Friday and you're going to be working all freaking evening. So anyway, yeah, free parade for anybody to join. You can pay to join and be a part of like a contingent or a theme. The theme for this year's parade is a potluck. What do they call it? They called it specifically something. Let me see what the theme is. Be creative. New York's Halloween theme. What is your theme? Come on, give me the theme. Be creative. Only costume marchers. Today's theme. Join the parade. Oh, for God's sakes. You know what's funny? They don't even tell you the theme on the main page, which is just absolutely as silly as silly about it. But this year's theme, it's a potluck. So I guess, it could be interesting. A lot of people take that theme so incredibly serious. So we'll see how that works out. Am I going to be a part of the theme? No. Will Joe and I do some kind of costume? I think we will. Something very simple and comfortable. Put it that way. We're not going to do anything elaborate. One, the reason why is because I don't get why people get excited for Halloween. I find it to be an annoying fake holiday with kids coming to your door barking for my dog, making your dogs bark. I know, but I loved Halloween. Halloween was fine because it was for the creative. It was for the imagination. We went all out for Halloween. We went all out for Halloween as in we love to dress up. We would host Halloween parties. We would get dressed up. One year Joe was Antony, I was Cleopatra. Josh has always had a fabulous Halloween costume ever since he was little. Like his first costume, he was a little dinosaur that we pulled around. All the costumes pretty much I made when he was little. So, I can skip this. We don't need to watch that. Fafo loves Halloween. It's a fun holiday. But yeah, his first costume, he was like a little dinosaur, like Barney the dinosaur. But I made the costume. It was super cute. Had a matching bag. Massive reindeer. I'm gonna chill inside. That's cool, Clifford. Another one, he was a pirate. Full on, had the sword, the hat. I actually took one of Joe's old like white shirts, cut the sleeves and stuff off it, made it puffy because it looked nice and puffy on him. Had a sash, everything. Full on everything. And then one year he was the Jedi. He was like Anakin Skywalker, which was funny because he loved the Sith, but he wanted to be Anakin Skywalker because he had short hair. It was like a little, we stuck his hair up. Oh no, it wasn't Anakin. He wanted to be Obi-Wan Kenobi because he wanted to be the Jedi, not the student. And then we had to I had a little braid clip and I clipped it in so it would look like he had a braid in his hair, but made his whole costume, had the boot things, everything. Joe's still looking for that shirt. He probably is still looking for that shirt. So he was that. Another year he was a alien, a space alien. It was funny. But we would get totally into it. Another year when Joe and I were living here in New York, we went to a costume party. We went to the casino with a group of friends. We've always been into Star Wars. We love that. How about a plant costume to wear some mermaid? See, that's like where people get very cool about it. They like to be thought-provoking. For me, Halloween can be thought-provoking, but I would prefer to just have like a shock factor or a funny make you giggle factor, like wearing the poop head. I think that to me is hilarious. It lets only last one day. Well, that's how all holidays are. It's only one day. But here in New York, they let it keep going. Like you could dress as so many things just to be fun and witty. So when Joe and I went to this thing up at the casino, and we were debating, this was over at Mohegan. And so people, when you go to the casino on Halloween, people will dress up, like adults will dress up. And so a lot of people were dressing up because we were actually going to go to play bingo. And we wanted to dress up for the bingo party, okay? And this was like high stakes bingo, so you could win like $1,000. In fact, I think I did win $1,000 that day. So I was trying to come up with a witty costume. You messaged me on Discord? Cool. Everybody was dressing up like as Dracula or as a witch and stuff. And I'm like, no, I like to be funny. So I started thinking about, we're going to the casino. Hi, Micka. Hey, Michele. And I thought, what could we be doing there? What is the one thing you wish you could do at a casino? And we're like, we should just rob the casino. So I made Joe and I dress up as burglars. Like we were going to rob the bank. We were going to rob the casino. So we had black hats. We dressed in all in black. So that was very simple. The black hat. We had masks and stuff. We had black gloves and everything. And then I did a whole thing of like, if you ever look at it, laughter is the best medicine. It is. If you ever, you can just imagine how we were dressed and stuff. And then I bought money bags that looked like just plain, like simple money bags. But what I did is I decorated a money sign on each one that looked like a glittery gold dollar sign. And we each had like 10, and we stuffed them. So we had 10 big money bags we were carrying around, like on a big string. We just strung them and wore them as a sash. People were cracking up. They thought it was funny. They were like, those are really funny costumes. So we were dressed as bank robbers at a casino. And I said, We thought it was very tongue-in-cheek and very funny. I don't know. That's what they look like. That's what they look like. Those little bitty money bags. But each bag, we were finding our money bags because like I said, we each had like a dozen. So we were finding the money bags and they were like literally this big, each one. We were finding money bags for years. They would just be in the car because we threw them in the back. I'm like, oh God dang, there's another money bag. I thought we threw them all away. You know how that goes. This is so good, this coffee. I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm kind of digging the freeze-dried coffee. Freeze-dried coffee, for some reason, is hitting today. It just is. Hey there, RJ. So this is what I did. I thought, okay, let's talk about costumes. What costumes have you guys dressed up as and things? I would love to know. You know, so then I went down the rabbit hole. Started looking up costumes because they fun. You know what I mean? Who doesn't love a good costume? And so I saw a number of them. And these are some couple costumes that I thought were kind of cute. And then some people go artsy. Some people go thought-provoking. Some people, I don't know. But I thought some of these were funny. Like this one, I think is funny. And, you know, we already know that somebody here has a Bob Ross wig. So, Fafo, I picked this as your costume. I want Fafo to dress up as Bob Ross. Did Bob Ross have a beard? I don't remember. But Treaton, he just needs to put that on your face and you're perfect. It'd be perfect. It's perfect. Don't you guys like that one? I like it. I think it's funny. Bob Ross, get the hat, little paint. He would have to kind of paint your face though to make it really, really work. Make some happy little trees. Happy little trees. I think that's a cute one. Just get a big shirt, you know. Bob Ross. You know, he was very well loved, liked. This is one which I think was hilarious. Come on. And it's even funnier that it's a guy. Good morning, Karina. Come on. Somebody has to get the blow up Jabba the Hutt costume. Could you imagine? Then you wear Princess Leia? I would put Joe as Princess Leia. Doesn't get funny. Going around are now Bob Ross versus Mr. Rogers. That's hilarious. I love it. But come on, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's creative. The Princess Leia will never frickin' die. Hi, Desi Des. Now this one, if you guys like to do the throwback to the 80s, we got Ferris Bueller and his bestie. That's kind of funny. I think it's subtle. You have me doing all sorts of things this winter. Oh my God. I think it's subtle. It's okay. I do think it's a little, it's kind of on the nose. You know what I mean? I think the ones that are the best are the ones that are not necessarily on the nose as much. Like, now this one is funny, I think, because Joe and I could actually dress up like this. You know, Joe could go as Bert. Now, Bert never had that many muscles. And I would definitely be Ernie because I have the fat head. We love Batman movies. Got dressed up as Catwoman, Black. Did you really? That's crazy. This could be Joe and I. Because for real, we kind of look like that. That's what we kind of look like. I mean, tell me I'm lying. Because I'm not. I'm not lying. Because I'll show you. I'll show you how I'm not lying. Well, this one's an opposite. But look, that's what Ambrose did of us. Now, you just have to flip it. Because usually I would be Ernie and he would be Bert. But that would be what we would look like. You know. Joe would be wearing that, and he'd always be carrying a coffee cup, and he only has 3 fingers and 1 thumb. That's what we would look like if we would dress up like that. Could you imagine? I just paint my face orange, but I'm not painting my face. No, Joe is taller. Joe is taller. Joe is taller. Now, another one that they had here, I think this was what, Step Brothers? Is that what it is? You know, but the thing is, when you get into these kind of costumes that are very pop culture kind of thing, sometimes people don't know who the hell you are. I'd be like, what I don't understand. I kind of get like they're a school picture maybe, but yeah. If you never saw the movie, you'd kind of be like, huh? But they had to carry those photos around so people know what the hell that is. I don't know. Exactly, network. That was me. I don't know. Now, this one is very on point because we all know as content creators, people say, you have to remember this is on YouTube. Their life is not really like this. Well, I kind of do show you my life. You don't see everything. So you don't know all the ins and the outs. Of course you don't, because you don't live my life. But I like that. Look at Instagram. She all pretty and cute and looking good in the makeup. But then you look at the guy with the reality sign, and that's really what she looks like. It's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's just me. I think that one's a little bit hilarious. You need to go on a cruise looking like that Bert. Really? I could. I would totally do it. I would do it. Don't tempt me, man, because you know me. I'll be like, yeah? Yeah, you think so? And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm doing something crazy. Dumb and Dumber in a Tuxedo is a classic. Oh, yeah. So now, these are some ideas. Oh, wait, this is another one. This was one I thought was funny. The Ice Ice Baby. But I would have to carry a baby doll. They wear actual costumes. They do not work. They actually wear costumes on Halloween. I don't know, but that would be a lot to pack. And then you'd have to think about, like, am I going to be, what's the theme? You know, like, what am I going to dress as? Am I Jolly Roger or what? Am I a mermaid kind of thing? Buenos dias, Eric Mendoza. Welcome in. But this one I thought was cute. I mean, if you have a baby, or if you don't have a baby, just bring a baby and tie it to your side. You're better looking in person. Okay, good. But the Ice Ice Baby is a throwback, you know, to the song Ice Ice Baby. Yeah, Vanilla Ice. It could. Doing well. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty damn good. Let me show you. And these are some ideas that they're talking about that people could possibly dress up as. And I have a feeling, I want to know if we're going to see any of these, because these were on, I don't remember what, I think this was on Time Out. I don't know. One of the things. Dressing up as Ice, probably not a good idea now. Oh, I didn't even think about that. See? Look, that's all creeping into our lives. I don't like that. If I wanted to do that, I would do it just because. But you're right. You're right. They fucked up a word that I actually like. Why do they gotta do shit like that? Can't you call it something else? Can't you call it fuck? Why can't you make the thing say that instead of ice? I'm gonna dress up as a pumpkin Friday and give out candy at the house. Oh, that's cute. I know. I like the song. I like the song, and because you fucked up the word, I'm not. So here's the thing. I want to know how many people are going to be dressed up like a Labubu. Or, like a Beanie Baby kind of thing. When is this? This is going to skip soon? No. Yeah. Could you imagine you're going to dress up like Labubu? I believe it. They might be Dubai chocolate. Like they're saying, they're going to be doing whatever's the rave at the time of that year. That's what people are going to dress up. You had a friend in Florida, says Carl. His girlfriend dressed as a mermaid, and she put on a costume and swam in the pool where there were lots of kids. Drove up and swam up. Kids and the kids were fine. She was a mermaid. Oh, that was cute. But people are going to be dressing up like Dubai chocolate. Probably a matcha. So what are you, just a green coffee cup? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like people do these things that are trendy so that they can be the new trend for that year. I don't know. Well, I won't, but the Labubu's cute, but I'm not going to do it. I think, and these are supposed to be quick. I think this was from Good Housekeeping. These are quick ideas. Dressed as Charlie Brown, and it almost looks like a real person that has luck, that has that look with a sweater, or no. Maybe dress up like Trump. Oh, there's always so many people dressed up as Trump. But this one's a pig in a blanket. How simple is this? You get a little piggy nose, little piggy ears, and then you just wrap yourself in whatever blanket. You call it a pig in a blanket. I don't know why some, maybe people that don't have your their chat on live chat there, Micka. You know, that's sometimes what I think it is. But that's a really easy costume. I would do that. Because I think that's simple. This is another one. But see, like, you'd have to explain this one to me. This, she sells seashells. She sells by the seashore. That's a lot. That's a lot. So you're wearing just a trench coat and you got to constantly do this to look like you're flashing somebody? I'm not digging it. It's simple. Me too, sis. I'm wearing a Halloween t-shirt and watching Fafo hand out candy. I love that. And then we have another one here. It's everybody's going to be dressing as Wicked. Or maybe they already dressed as Wicked before. Maybe they have the costume from a couple of years ago when Wicked. But, you know, Wicked, I am sure is going to be it. So it's like always they go to the movies. Whatever movie or pop culture thing, they're going to dress up as. So, you know, Wicked. Now this one, this is a breadwinner, which is kind of easy. You just bring around some bread and some things. You could be the breadwinner. But it's like a single costume. What would your husband be? What would he be? He'd be the person that was like the bum? Is that what you do? Dress up like a super chat. Yeah, right. Oh, one year, Joe and I, he had a coffee cup, like a big coffee cup, and then he had a bubble. We went as ourselves. We had talk bubbles. We went as ourselves. It was kind of funny. I think this could be totally Joe. That would be Joe. Joe could dress up as that. Tongue in cheek. Oh, okay, Hassan. But he could be Bigfoot. That's a play on words. I think that's kind of cute. I do. It's kind of funny. You know, Bigfoot. Look at, they're selling it on Amazon. They had it for sale at Lowe's and Walmart. That's a lot of money. Now, the closer you get to Halloween, the more expensive shit gets. It's insane. It's insane. Now, I did order a couple of things for Joe and I. I know I'm already dressed up as a YouTube employee. You see that? Look. Right there. Right there. YouTube employee. Okay. Now, this one, where is it? This one, if I could dress up like that, looks like an OnlyFans model. You know, when you subscribe with the YouTube thing and the thing, yeah, you could just, but a piece of cake would only work in New York City. You know what I mean? It would. What did Joe Q say? It looks like fans only. Only fans. Is that who they were hunting for? Yeah, they were hunting for a Bigfoot. Okay, you could dress up as a piece of cake, but I would have to include it to be like the movers and be like, this is the hidden cake, you know, the whole piece of cake thing and stuff. You guys, Micka, have a great day. Have a wonderful Tuesday in this Halloween week of wonderment. But that could be funny here. You know, dress as a metallurgist. Oh my God, we're not going there. Dress as a metallurgist. I need a truck. I would have to have a truck. I would have to have a bunch of like little pink trucks all the way around. And Joe would carry the furniture. Joe could carry like boxes or something. Like that to me would be funny. You know, that's very region specific, and people around here would get it because everybody sees that. Everybody sees that damn piece of cake truck. Swear to you. They were great movers, by the way. Great. Wait. Okay. So, now, these are some costumes, guys, that I have seen. These are pictures that I've had. I've actually taken these pictures. Okay, wait. I'm trying to scroll up the chat. Why am I doing that? Hi, Octavia. This guy was dressed as a Wookiee. He was sitting on these are all from my Instagram, my Facebook page. And these were taken here in New York. So, like, check that dude out. He had a Wookiee zip-up hoodie. Where do you get that? Where do you get that from? Like, I want one of those. Come on. Tell me that's not fabulous. I would walk around. The best is that it's like poof, it's like a little tight. It's like a little tight. It looks like a rug, but the giveaway is the whole like belt. That's just no, this was like on around Halloween. I swear to you, this was around Halloween. And then, like, this is another picture that I had that was, somebody did this pumpkin down the street. No, that was his jacket. I don't know where he bought it from. But this was a pumpkin that was actually down our street a few years ago. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, where and how in the world did you get that idea? Like, that's bizarre. Like, there's a freaking pumpkin giving birth to a pumpkin. You're going to Sardi's to have my... I had that picture for years. This was literally something I saw. It's crazy, right? Isn't that funny? It's kooky. It's kooky. What the hell? What people think of. Like, did they see it somewhere? Did they just come up with that out of their head? I don't know. I was kind of shocked. It's bizarre. Okay. Now we're going to get back to normal stuff. And then when we were down at one of the first years that Joe and I went to the Halloween parade, I think it was actually the first year we went to the Halloween parade, we were down by Washington Square Park. We were very, very new to New York and stuff, living here. We've been here a number of times. But I thought, holy hell, these are so cute. Look it's Woody. And I can't remember the little girl, the girl doll's name. But look it's from Toy Story. I think it's Toy Story 2. Is it Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3? I don't remember. But yeah, I thought that one was cute. And their costumes were spot on perfect. I don't know if they must have bought their Toy Story 3. Okay. I don't know if they bought the costumes, if they made the costumes. They didn't look cheap. Hey, Steve Gonzalez. Hola, how are you? But they looked nice. You know what I mean? They looked really freaking cute. I don't know. And then I also saw, going back to the theme here, look, this was at the parade a couple years ago. This guy dressed up as the Empire State Building. Like he was the building. That was hilarious to me. He was actually part of the parade down there in Greenwich. And I thought, that's kind of cute. But see, like costumes like that, because it was like a box, it was solid, you can't sit down in. And for me, it's all about comfort factor too. We got to be able to sit down. Got to be able to move around. Got to be able to, you know what I mean? Cute. Wonderful. You know, like we see the Easter parade with all the Easter bonnets and how cool they are. and their costumes, because it kind of leaks into East. I don't know why, but Easter gets like that now here in New York. But this one, like, look at that. Wait, look at this. Look at that. That's what I gotta do. I gotta make sure it's backwards. Look at that. That looks wild. He made that Empire State Building. Like, wow, that took work. I look at that and I think that took work. You had to think about that. And he was just one of the buildings walking around. And then when we were on the subway going to one of them, we saw this family. They loved Star Wars, can you tell? They loved Star Wars. Desi Des with a
for some coffee.
$5 super chat for Desi Des for some coffee. Thank you so much, Desi Des. I truly appreciate that. You're amazing for that. I'm currently having a pumpkin spice latte. It's so good. It's so good. So good. So good. It's delicious. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, look at the whole family. I love it when a family brings a theme together. Like, they're all in it. Now, I'm kind of wondering, did they buy those? I don't know. But he must have bought the stick. I want to know if they go to like Comic-Con or if they go to like Star Wars gatherings, because they must be heavy into it to be able to have that kind of stuff. Are you drinking from a Jaws coffee mug? Yes, I am. It's one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite films. I really need to get one. That's The Godfather. That's one of them I gotta get. Like The Godfather. I think I should get a bunch of mugs that are all my favorite ultimate films. Like 2001 Space Odyssey. You know, Halloween film. That would be like The Shining. Spooky. Now I'm going to show you a picture of a bunch of my friends that they dressed up, not for Halloween, but, oh, I don't know. It's on this side. It should go over there. They dressed up because they were doing the polar plunge in Minnesota. But the entire group, they went as a team and they did the polar plunge, which is where they cut an ice in the lake. They cut the ice hole. Like they make a giant ice hole, like a little pool area. Like a hole in the ice in the big lake. Yeah. And then they have the EMS and it's a whole thing to raise money. And it's always in January in Minnesota, up in White Bear Lake. And a lot of places do this whole polar plunge. Here they do it out at Coney Island, but they don't have to cut no ice. This one, they literally cut the ice thing. That's totally different than the polar bears that go in the ocean. Because the ocean is also, you know, it's salt water. It has a much lower freeze. It doesn't freeze. It's not going to freeze because it's salt water and stuff. But they cut the hole and they dressed up as the Flintstones, which I thought was fabulous that they dressed up as the Flintstones and then they all jumped in the water. No way I'm doing that. One year they were Ghostbusters and stuff. Are you ready for Halloween parade? I'm getting there. I have stuff coming this week. But I thought that was cute. So like, you know, we've been into this. And then this is Josh. When he actually sewed this costume together himself. And he had 2 big CDs. He repurposed CDs that he pulled down over his head. And they were his eyes. Okay. But that was Josh. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm dressing as the Pope Robert. Oh, you could be Pope Robert. You could be Pope Robert. Just get a hat. Get a hat. You could be Pope Robert. But that was Josh dressed up in like one of his costumes when he was in, I think he was in high school. Probably was high school. Yeah, that was high school. Because I can tell by his face, he's very, very, you know, he's still like a little boy. He's like a boy in that costume. But yeah, he created that whole thing. But I wish I could get the picture where he had his things down. Because that was, I could barely get this picture taken. Barely got that picture taken. Got to get back to work. All right, Steve, you I just sent me an email. Later, chat. Sounds cool. Thank you. No one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's true. Well, those are my pictures that I shared and thoughts. Now the question is, what is everybody going to dress up as Halloween? One thing I got to go find is I have a pair of gloves that are glow in the dark. I got to find those. I don't know where they are. And then I think I have to go to a store to maybe look for something. We will see. I'm not sure. Because, you know, I don't want to buy stuff that I'm not going to really, I don't know. I don't want to say not going to ever use again. But I'm not a person who likes to wear masks. Like wearing the mask, it gets in the way. It's too hot. I'm going to dress up as a gun curled up in a blanket on the couch, sleeping with all the lights. I can't with you, Kosinski. I'm afraid I don't have no more costumes. No. We had so many costumes. We had Renaissance costumes. Like I said, I had a ton of costumes. Tons of costumes. In fact, our local theater group in Minnesota, look at, I got something here. They weren't closing down, but they were going through all their stuff, like all their costumes that they had. And they were getting rid of a lot of their costumes. And I went to their sale. I bought so many costumes, which is why we ended up having a costume party at the house, which was daunting. Would I ever do that again? No. I will go to a costume party. I can't host it. Because that's a lot. Like we ended up thinking, I thought, oh, it's only going to be a few people are going to show up. I think we ended up having like 50 people come to the house. It was like over 50 people were at the house because we had a relatively decent sized backyard. We had a bonfire going. We had a bunch of Adirondack chairs. We had drinks. We had marshmallow. We had so much stuff and everything. And the place was decorated and I had lots of food. Everybody bought potluck, which is funny because that's the theme this year for the New York City Halloween parade. It's a potluck. I'm really excited to see it. So Joe and I are going to go to it. That's the plan. Josh looks like so much like his dad. He does, but he has my eyes. I think Josh has my... Hi, Liz Costa. How are you? I think Josh has my eyes. Hey, Triana. Hello. You should see back some of the pictures and stuff. But, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Pretty much, I think what we're going to end up doing is probably... I can't guarantee it. I don't know. Will we take the car down there? I don't know. All I know is, I remember the very first time I went to the Halloween parade here, that you could not get in and out of the subway because it was so packed. And it's a Friday night this year. Guys, it's a Friday night. Friday night, Halloween in New York City. Oh my God, it's going to be off the hook. No to taking the car. I don't know. We can possibly park in the West Village and walk over. It is going to be a mess. But if we park like further up and then walk down, it might be easier because getting on the subway, I'm going to tell you, is near impossible. It's near impossible to be on the subway. And I will tell you that I have gone and done this by the subway a number of times. Actually, last year, the last time we went down there, we actually did park the car. We parked the car. But I will say that I will tell Joe he's going to have to get his ass home really early that day. And we'll have to park the car and just pay for parking or something. Just because you can't get in the subway. They literally will stop the subway from hitting those streets. And then you end up walking 20 blocks. That's what we ended up having to do one year. And it was really far. Like, I think we ended up having to walk all the way up to like either Penn Station or Times Square to get in the subway. From like, I don't know, like 10th Street. That's far. After you've been out there for 2.5, 3 hours, because it's going to go from 7 to just about 11 p.m. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how the signal goes. I don't know. But that's our plan. Yeah, you had to walk a really far way, and you had to get, and the thing is that you couldn't go. Now, we will have our press passes, so we should be able to get in and out of places and past the police barricades. Here's the crazy thing. I gotta tell you, I didn't even know this. So this has to do with the parade. So I go to the parade site. You know, they have all the information there for the press. I know you're gonna be on your mountain. I go to the parade site, and they have a section for press. And then it says register for your media pass. And I'm like, okay, I'll register. Even though I have a New York City official press pass. Like we actually have them. I don't know. I'm not hungry yet, Treaton. I'm not hungry yet. So I go on there to register. And then it says for one media pass, $75. What? What are you talking about? $75. What? Then in small print, they want people to do $75 for a media pass. What? I know, sweet cheese and crackers. What are you talking about? So then I'm like, what? And I go back and I scroll, and it says, this is what it said. I'm going to read it to you. And I thought, I get it. It's a nonprofit. They're trying to make money. So this is what the site, oh, Jesus. Like, of course it goes to that because I clicked on something. Okay, so there you go. You see it? Okay. Register, get a media pass, blah, 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 blah. But you got to look at the little asterisk. The little asterisk there, right here. If you already have an NYC official press pass, you need no further credentials. Although we have been told it helps to have both. No, it doesn't. If you have a media pass, you have a media pass. I am not giving you $75 a person. $150 for Joe and I. No. Do you think we're made out of money? We don't have that kind of money. We don't get that kind of money. We don't have that kind of money. All right, Hassan, you go enjoy your fall Xbox. I was like, that is insanity. No. $75? Yo. I don't even know, like, how much people would be paying, because they can pay. You can skip the line, because like you can go and do the parade for free. But if you want to skip the line, avoid the long wait with the 80,000 general public participants, Gen Pop. To avoid the line, this is where they make their money. You guys ready for this one? Fabulous costume is required. Come early between 5:30 and 8:30 and be a part of the scene. Pick your favorite band or group to parade with up 6th Avenue. $125 a ticket. 1, 2, 5. Who got that money? $125. Now this is the crazy part. Are you ready for this one? This tells you how much money people will spend on shit like this here in New York. They have a VIP area. Okay, thank you, Hassan. They have a 100. I can't count that high. I know. They have a VIP area. You ready for this? This is watch the parade from our secret location along the route. Your VIP perch will afford you a fabulous view with benefits. Located next to the live telecast, which we don't want to be next to. Complimentary snacks and beverages that are non-alcoholic. Dedicated VIP section, portable restroom access. Standing admission only. Would you like to know the price of this? $250. It is sold out. Sold out. Sold out at $250 a pop. What the fuck? Okay. Next one. There's one more tier. But wait, there's more. To watch the parade, the VIP area seating. This is so you can rest your ass, okay? If you would like to rest your ass in the VIP, that's the standing area. To sit, you settle into your own private director's chair. The best seat in the house, view the parade in comfort. Okay. Area located next to the live telecast. Special VIP swag, whatever that is. What about the chalets? Well, Mama Terry's bought them all out. Complimentary snacks and beverages. All are still non-alcoholic because we can't have a bunch of people getting drunk. Okay. Dedicated VIP portable restroom. The difference between the two, you get some swag and you can sit your ass down. Ready for the guests? Ready? For a seat and a little bit of swag, $450. 500 fucking bucks. 450. 450. Sold out. These bitches have probably been sold out they have raised those prices from 2020. Unfreaking believable, Den. $450 damn dollars. $450. Yo. That would be like $1,000 for Joe and I if we wanted to sit down. We can't because they're sold out. Hey, Fafo. But what the hell? What the hell? Oh my God. That's banana crazy. That's banana crazy to me. Like, I was just like, holy shit balls. That's banana nana cuckoo. I don't know. It's insane. They have a lot of sponsors, and I'm sure that the sponsors pay an enormous amount of money. They have a lot of community sponsors, things like that. Is it a great parade? Yes, it is. Is it, I know that they probably do have massive expenses. But they do also have lots of sponsors. So, I don't know. They are a nonprofit. I think it is. It is a nonprofit. Let me just double check. I want to make sure it is. What does it say? It's been doing it since 1973. So 1973, how many years is that? 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 23. So it's like over 50 years old. So it's like 52 years old. Okay. It's 52 years old. I'm trying to figure it out where it says that. I think it is a 501c. I'm not sure. I hate when you can't find out if it is or if it's not. Usually they plop it up there real fast. You know what I mean? Donate. Let me go back to the donate. Might say that on the donate. Remember, your donation is tax deductible as they are a 501c3 not-for-profit arts organization. That's what it is. You're a no-profit. I'm a no-profit too. I don't have any profit. I'm not a non-for-profit. Do not get people saying that I said some shit like that. I already got people trying to tell me I blah, 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 blah. Listen, I didn't say it. I'm just being tongue-in-cheek. God dang it. People so sensitive. Don't be sensitive. Don't be as sensitive. All right. My coffee's gone. It's done. It's gone. It's disappeared. No more to be had. One more sip. We drank that pumpkin spice down. And I know I was supposed to go put this on the thing, but you know what? It's so cute that Josh wanted to keep it in the apartment. Careful with saying cheek. Why? Something wrong with my cheek? There's nothing wrong with my cheek. I've been trying to figure out when I started following channel. I don't know if it was before December or last year. I do remember alive that you going to get your passport. I did have to go get my passport because I was going on a cruise with Joe. And it was about this time. It was probably, no, it was in January or something like that, because Joe and I were going on a cruise and I had to wait to the week of going to get the passport to go get the damn passport. You would dress as a Guinness beer can if I had any talent. You could be a Guinness beer can. I know, like the tiny ones. This is so cutie, right? It's so cute. It's perfect for anywhere. This is the size decorations I can have. I can't do a big one. I would still like to do it. We might still do it. Maybe one day I'll pop up and we'll be carving pumpkins. You don't know. You don't know. Anyway, you guys, go have a good afternoon. Think about all the costumes that you've ever done, ever dressed up as, or as a child, whatever, or that you dressed your children as, or a cute costume that you remember. And do me a favor, drop it in the comments there. You know, I would love to hear about your costumes. If you're part of the Yo Club and you guys have pictures of you in the costume, share it on the Facebook page or share it in Discord. I would love to see everybody's costume. I'm going to have to try to dig out some pictures of us and where they are. You know what I mean? Good to catch a stream. Have a good day. Thank you so much, Adriana. Yeah, I have to kind of figure out where our pictures are because some of them were digital and they were on a drive and you know how that goes, and finding that shit, I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Take care and happy Halloween week.